we had such hopes for the Jets, and, is it just that time caught up? Because they thought they had a great roster.
Aaron Rodgers, respectfully, Aaron Rodgers fucked up. Here's how this happened. In Green Bay, he is spectacular. I think that Aaron Rodgers is one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the history of NFL.
4-time MVP.
As a talent.
That's a lot. That's a lot of MVPs.
That's fair. But he hasn't been back to the Super Bowl since he won it in 2010.
Yeah, not all his fault.
So, of course not. Of course not. But what I'm saying is that when you're in Green Bay, you're letting everybody know that the organization doesn't appreciate you enough. They don't appreciate your football IQ. They don't appreciate your evaluation of talent. They don't appreciate your greatness that you've displayed at Lambeau Field, on the football field for them for over a decade. And you say you've given every indication you want to be appreciated. You want to be respected. You want to be given the level of deference that others, to say Tom Brady's, the Peyton Manning's, the John Elway's of the world, and others have received. And the Jets give it to you. And this is the result. Now, last year doesn't count because you got hurt the 4th play of the game. The 4th play of the game.
Yeah.
Game 1 of the NFL season. You can't control getting injured and all of this other stuff. But you've been there this year. And your offense has sucked. And oh, by the way.
Why?
No,
why? What is it that
I think
what
they had
went wrong?
I think they had a defensive-minded coach in Rodger Saleh, that you didn't have an offensive mind, and you defer to Aaron Rodgers. You defer to what he said he needed, what he said he wanted, what he said would work, and then you went out and got your ass kicked. Now, that's where it hurts. Now, if you had an offensive
But why
mind,
doesn't Aaron Rodgers know? He knows as well as anybody. Like, he couldn't be an offensive coordinator in the league right now?
You have people who believe, Bill, like you have producers and editors and stuff like that working on your podcast and your shows. Yeah, you're the last say, but you're going to know how and when to be deferential. If you are somebody like an Aaron Rodgers who was never in a position where anybody had to be that way towards you, and then suddenly you're empowered, now it becomes a bit tricky because ultimately you want to make all the damn decisions. Now, he'll deny it, but nobody believes him. Nobody believes. Like, for example, Woody Johnson, the former ambassador to Great Britain, by the way, under the Trump administration. Also, so suddenly he comes back to the Trump. Suddenly he comes back to the New York Jets as the owner. He takes over from his brother, who he relinquished control to for the time that he was being the ambassador to Great Britain. Suddenly he's going to come back in the fold and he's going to say, yo, I'm going to fire Robert Saleh whatever, talking to Aaron Rodgers. Nobody believes that. Alan Lazard comes from Green Bay to the New York Jets. You had nothing to do with that. Nobody's going to believe that. You think Devontae Adams coming to the New York Jets, all right, after not being there and depart from Green Bay to be with the Las Vegas Raiders? We know you had something to do with that.
Aaron Rodgers was playing general manager of the Jets.
Without question.
Okay.
And that's where his legacy is going to be hurt.
That's interesting. So you're saying they gave too much power.
No, I'm not saying they did, because I would have given it to him too. I'm saying once he got it, he messed up. Like, we got to call balls and strikes. At the end of the day, they weren't wrong for giving him the power. You were wrong with the decisions you made once you had the influence that you swore you deserved. And once you got it, you didn't produce results.
Hey everyone, I'm on Substack now. Check it out and subscribe now at billmaher.substack.com. What could be simpler than that? My name, then .substack.com.